remember I lived here, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then all this, man, opened up all this stuff, man.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We about to, with this room right here, we're gonna clear it out. It's gonna be our therapy room, sports therapy, rehab, chiropractic stuff, massage therapy in that room, all that good stuff like this. Yeah, man, I'm just blessed, man. Blessed. And then we have the sauna room right here. Sauna room. And shout out to my partner Brandon Caldwell. He the one who blessed the game with this for us, man. Let us do that. Let us get that, man. Some of the old pictures, man, my guys. Melvin, Nelson Salas last night helped me coach. James Vick, Mike Saunders, man, and Christopher Weaver, man. That man was 300 pounds and fought his first fight with me at 169 pounds. He used to be 300 pounds now. When he came to us and we got him down, he weighed on the scales at 169 his first fight. Can't tell him God ain't good. A little dark, I'm gonna put on the light for you, but this what's going on now, man. Change the game. You know, since last time you seen we got turds.
Yeah, there used to be you had the ring right there.
Yeah, we had a ring right here, man. You know, we still got the match. We done changed the name, man. Lamb 4 for the 4 elements that we have. See, people ask me, you know, I gotta let you know. People ask me all the time, what does Lamb 4 mean? My new business partner came up with the concept that Lamb 4, you know, it was Lamb Striking Academy. You know, remember it was Phalanx. And then I changed it to Lamb Strike. Oh, it was Powerhouse when I had the other partners that I had that didn't work out. So I went back to my last name, you know. I didn't want to be vain and egotistical with that, but it was a suggestion that people say, you should change it to your last name, man. So with long thought about it, I said, okay, I'll do it. Lamb Striking Academy. And then we went to Lamb 4 for the 4 elements that we Yeah, we repainted the whole building, man. All this one color. Got that up there now, and have all the accolades that I have up here that I accomplished through some of the stuff I accomplished through the years. You know, that also wasn't my idea. I'm just all that stuff that you see up there, trophies, medals, the black belt, all those things, awards, my belt that I won, I kept, all that was in the back. Just collecting up dust. Collecting up dust because I don't think like the normal world. So I'm like, oh, it's just stuff that I have. And people's like, man, people need to see this stuff. I'm like, for real? Okay, well. And I had the dude, Hector, that was working with us, come up here and he put all this stuff out there, man. That's why all this is out there now. So, whole different thing, man. Same gym, same location, but different spirit. Same location, but different spirit. And that's what we did with this, you know. Had to change a lot of things, including myself. Well, I say including myself, I mean the main element was changing myself. You know, when you change yourself, then everything else fall in line. You know what I mean? I had a lot of things I had to clean up. I had a lot of things that I had to change and fix in myself. That way God can move in me to fix everything else. You know, I tell people all day, there's no such thing as changing from the outside in. You got to change from the inside out. And people think that that means you got to be perfect. No, I don't think there's no perfect people. I know I'm not one, but it's just owning your stuff, man. Owning your stuff. And when you own your stuff, when you learn how to become the person that you come one with yourself, right? We got to come one with ourselves, because sometimes we can be separate with ourselves. We got the flesh and we got the spirit. And the flesh is doing this and the spirit is doing this. But when you come one with the flesh and the spirit, they come together, then it changes everything. Inside out. And then the things on the outside starts following and changing. The people that you're around, the people that you allow in your life, the things, the vices that you deal with, you start dealing with those less. You start having all these other things that you can have. When God said that seek thy kingdom of God first, glory of God first, and everything shall be added on to you. So, meaning that we can have things in this world that's for us, but we can't make those things our God. And as long as we know that, we can have those things, you know. See, my thing is, we can have things, but things can't have us. We can have things, but things can't have us. And so this is why I like this thing, man. The things that I've been through the last few years has been a real trying times. You know, you lost everything. It's like Job in the Bible. Lost everything. And then when you come one with God, come one with yourself, you get everything back. And that's what happened to me. But I believe that you have to go through these things in order to know who you are. If you don't go through things, you're not going to realize who you are. So we all have choices to change, and we all have choices to do the right or wrong thing. And so I believe that there's consequences to both, good or great. If you do the wrong thing, you got bad consequences. When you do the right thing, you got great consequences. And this is where I had to learn, you know, and I learned even in my 40s, 44 now, that you don't never stop learning. You don't never stop growing. And I see so many people confused about that because they're so caught up in the world. And when you're caught up in the world, you can't see spiritually. You're blind to spirituality. Being caught up in the world makes you blind to spirituality. But at some point, you will be awakened. You will see vision, whether you want to see it or not, because either you're going to do it by choice or you're going to do it by force. See, I understand that none of this lasts forever. None of this. You got to take care of what you got while you're here, because the spirit and the soul eternally is the one that lasts forever. For the things that you can see is temporary, but for the things you can't see is eternal, right? And this is where we're at. And I know that this building that I have here will not be nothing if I didn't make the steps and I didn't make the steps to make the change that I had to change inside myself. You know, I didn't ask to be a leader. I guess that's the word we use, or whatever. I didn't ask to be that, and I didn't know that's what I was going to be. I just believed that that was something that was given to me before I was even before my existence on this earth, that I didn't even know. And that all the trials and tribulations that I've been through, all the things that I dealt with, was the things that molded me to be the man that I am today. I'm not done. I'm still growing. So that's the thing, like, I'm never not growing. I went back and looked at some things that I talked about years ago online, and I said, man, I've always added up to the same things I talked about. Now I was still struggling things, but my intent and my spirit and what I knew, what I was doing, what I was saying, and where I was going was always on the right track. And in that time, yes, I got off track. The flesh does that. In that time, I did backslide. In those times, I did do that. We are going to do that. But when I listen to the way I talk through social media and Facebook through the years, I've always kept the same topic, and I always kept the same phrases, and the same walk, and the same morals. And I know that something came up on my Facebook today, said 5 years ago I made this video, and 5 years ago I was talking about the same thing that I'm talking about now. So it never changes, you know.